Y es que te quiero escapar.
You knew this would happen?
Everything changed.
Es William Mann, de Missouri.
Tú no vas al cine, ¿verdad?
Yo no salgo mucho de casa. ¿No has preguntado por algo en particular? A lo mejor querías recomendarme alguna película.
So for me, it's always about simplifying the idea, and then from there, you know, you have a basis and you can sort of expand. And when you have two characters, you have to simplify them both down. And I got down to sort of one idea with each, which was one of them was someone who walked into a room, didn't take no for an answer, and the other one was someone who walked into a room immediately insecure, and if someone said no, he'd resign himself to that. And I think that I started from there, and then it sort of manifested itself in the costume choices I made and physical behavior. And then Denis asked for the subtleties to be, the differences to be much more subtle as we went along. So every time I would walk in with that feeling of, I would walk in with, you know, I'm confident, I know what I want, I know where I'm going. And then the other time I would walk in and think all I want to do is hide in the corner. And I know both of those feelings very well, and it was just about exploring.
Anthony Clare, 3650 de la calle Radbourne.
Diga.
Buenas tardes.
Hola.
Llamaba para hablar con...
¿Dónde llamas?
Perdón, creo que hay un malentendido.
¿Quién es?
Llamaré más tarde.
There was a ton of improvisation, and you know, there's a scene in the movie where I'm talking in the mirror to myself, and I just he rolled the camera for 20 minutes. I was in there alone, and at one point I was memorizing my lines for the scene the next day, and I just started saying them because there were no boundaries, there were no rules. So I just started saying them, the lines for the speech the next day, and I was like, I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna find your wife, you're gonna give me your keys and your car and the whole thing. And then all of a sudden I just realized I was just an actor performing my lines, and he used it, you know, and we discovered that. So we were always working in this strange place.
¿Con quién hablabas?
Con el mismo tío que llamó antes, con el mismo tío.
¿Me estás mintiendo?
Working with Denis is like working with a friend, you know. It's like when we first met, I just felt like we had the same point of view about the world. I mean, different points of view, but a similar kind of want, not afraid of a certain kind of darkness, you know. And I think that things were easy when we talked, and the way we thought about making movies was very similar, and felt like a brother, you know, as soon as we met. And then we started working together, and there was so much respect between the two of us that I would experiment in things and he would allow it, and then he would ask me to do things and I would so easily go and try it, and it was just very easy.
Hola. Te lo dije. Esto ha sido un error.
The difference between An Enemy and Prisoners was that Enemy we shot first. It was sort of the beginning and the experiment in our relationship as actor and filmmaker, but also as friends. And there were no boundaries at all. I mean, we would roll takes for 20 minutes sometimes, and he would just follow me, and I would try things, and it was totally indulgent, you know? Whereas when we went to go do Prisoners, we had already established this relationship, and it was much more structured. And you know, I wasn't in the whole movie, and so I would come in, but he would know somewhere that he could trust me to play and to discover something, to bring more to the character than was on the page, or to bring more to the character than we had discussed, and he would allow me to try things.
Tiene que haber alguna diferencia.
No la hay.
Tú eres mi único hijo. Yo soy tu única madre. Es idéntico a ti. ¿Qué está pasando?
En serio, no sé a qué te refieres.
Yo creo que lo sabes.
Te quería hacer unas preguntas. ¿Por qué quisiste dar conmigo? Márchate. qué o aviso a la policía. ¿Qué les vas a decir? Te acostaste con mi mujer.
¡Yo soy un tarado!